All right. All right. So we'll go ahead and get started, everybody. Welcome. My name is Anthony Ford. I'm currently the president of the National Association of Black Scuba Divers, and I wanted to welcome everyone to our 2026 spring business meeting. The purpose of the meeting is to update the membership on the activities of the association. As you can see, we've been doing a lot of things since we came in January to connect the leadership and the leadership team with the membership. So it won't just be officers and board members that will be speaking. Committee chairs will be updating you as well on their activities and what they've been contributing to the organization. We'll also share them with the membership the financial status of the organization. Everybody wants to know where the money is. And so we will discuss that as well with our treasurer and to engage with the membership regarding new strategies and projects. So there are quite a few things that we're going to talk about. Traditionally, I think the business meeting of the association took place at the summit, which was in November. There were people who could not attend the summit, and so I think the spring president's meeting came about. And that's what I was introduced to when I was a club president in 2014. When I first became NABS president in 2020, I intended to follow in the footsteps of my predecessors. But 3 months after I took office, the pandemic hit. And so everything shut down and people weren't going anywhere. So we decided to do the president's meeting in a virtual format, which I think went over pretty well. When the world started spinning again around 2023, we decided to do an in-person president's meeting in Tampa. But I decided to keep the virtual meeting that we had started in 2020 because it allowed people who could not attend the president's meeting, who could not attend the summit, to have an opportunity to participate in the business meeting. So this process has evolved over the last several years. The strategic plan for this year, from my perspective, was to improve our internal communications. There were a lot of dialogues that were happening outside of a central umbrella. And so one of the things that I wanted to do is to make sure that we were communicating under one roof with one another. To emphasize project management programs to maximize productivity. As you can see, there are a lot of things that we're doing this year. There are a lot of moving parts. In order for those parts to move smoothly, we have to be connected. To develop new initiatives to strengthen our brand. There are a few things that we're doing this year that we'll talk about a little later. To cultivate relationships with business leaders within the dive community. That's an important thing to me. During my travels and some of the other opportunities that I've had over the last 2 years, I've begun to appreciate the value of branding and being connected to other people in the dive industry. As an organization, one of the things that I want us to continue to work on is our identity. Who are we exactly? And to leverage that brand with other individuals in the diving community. And to focus on succession planning to ensure long-term growth and development. This is an ongoing thing. If we want NABS to continue, then there has to be people who will succeed those who are currently in place so that there is no lull, gap, or disconnect. The path forward. The intent is to maintain a strong connection with the membership to ensure mutual growth and engagement. And I want to underline that the word mutual. In order for this relationship to be successful, both of us have to be invested in its success. That means that we encourage the membership to participate and engage with what we're doing, and the leadership needs to be held accountable to make sure that they're doing the things that they said that they were going to do. Again, this occurs through mutual participation and respect. Embrace the potential. Continue to be part of the solution as we move forward. I understand and I respect people's concerns and issues about what we're doing, but my request is that for every problem you bring to me, you also bring me a solution so that we are both vested in the outcome. On the agenda, each speaker is allotted 15 minutes for a Q&A, so we're going to try to keep this nice and tight. If there are topics that you want to continue beyond what's being discussed here, if the speakers are amenable to it, you can certainly take these discussions offline. We don't have to worry about muting our mics since with this new format. There are no additional mics. And please remain respectful to all participants. So if you have questions, comments, anything that you want to say, please put it in the chat. We will make sure that we get to each of the questions as best we can, and make sure that you are connected to what we're doing. Let's see. Any general questions? I know that was a bit brief. Welcome, Willie Williams. Oh. So our next speaker is our Vice President, Ms. Laura Rao.
Yes, good morning. Let me share my screen. Can y'all see that?
I see it in the corner, Laura.
Let me see if I can.
There it is. Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, it takes a little bit to pop up. So
you
you can see
click
my slide deck.
the view button, Anthony.
Can everybody see it? I see it on
Yes.
mine. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all righty. Now we're cooking with gas. Good morning, everybody. I'm Laura Rout. I am the NABS Vice President, and welcome to today's spring meeting. As always, this is always a very exciting event where you can learn a lot more about what's going on with NABS, and particularly what's going on with our committees as well as the executive board. So today I'm going to share my roles and responsibilities. So as everybody knows, my primary task is to assist the president in the discharging of his policies, and he gives me direction on a task or assignments, and I fulfill those responsibilities. So my role with the administration is a little bit more behind the scenes, serving more or less as the chief administrative officer. One of the passions that I have are having the consistency in the application of policies and procedures. I believe in continuity. I used to write federal regulations and applying the policies and procedures that we had for our recipients when I was with the federal government. It's something I still do in my current role as over policy and compliance. So that is my professional passion. So as part of my role, one of the things that I want to do is to develop standard operating procedures to operationalize our bylaws. That is, I think, something that this administration and future administrations, as well as our members, will appreciate, having the consistent application of our bylaws. So it's not going to be so strict and confining where it is just, there's no room to grow or to build upon or apply. It's just that I want to have something that's consistent, that everybody understands how our operations work and how we interpret our bylaws. Again, I'm not going to be dictatorial, but to have something that people can consistently apply throughout time. Now, I'm going to start that over the summer. Probably take me a while, but I have some good guidance from other organizations I think that we can use and we are going through our bylaws. And the same thing, I think one of the things that we are talking about is, the diver versus non-diver, and how to apply I said regulations because I'm used to saying that, the bylaws about their respective benefits of membership. So that's one of the things that I wanted to do, and hope to have it and being able to share with the board, as I believe I said August. Some of the other things that I'm working on, I had polled the chapter presidents back in February, early March, and asking how we can better serve, the executive board can better serve our members, particularly our chapters. And one of the things that came up was to actually, is there a toolkit that we could have for chapters? Mainly, like, is there a template that we can have to create our bylaws? This is particularly helpful to those new chapters that are coming about and want to draft. And I was like, I don't know how to do this. When I was chapter president at UAS, I had the fortune of we having long-standing bylaws for, over half of a century. So it was easy to be able to have that document and being able to apply it for our operations and being able to have some continuity throughout time. So one of, like I said, bylaws template is something that I'm planning to do also over the summer and being able to share it. I'm also going to work on having some other general policies or templates for operational activities that you may have for your chapters, as well as policy, ethics, medical and fitness. Sometimes, people may want to have some continuity on how to have that as part of their general policies. And also came up about, well, can we have a template that has, that addresses conduct, code of conduct, code of conflict of interest, safety code, youth protections, meaning how you are to operate when you have youth, how must have chaperones, keeping distance and things like that, that I think may be helpful to everybody. So that's generally what I'm going to be working on for the next several months. I'm very excited about this opportunity, and I think that people will appreciate this. And like I said, going forward, at least having a foundation to build upon, and not having, when you're coming into a new role as a board member, not having some kind of continuity or something to look at and being able to operationalize is a little daunting. So hopefully this, like I said, this will be a help. Also, I continue to serve on a summit planning committee. That's my that's so much fun, and just working with Jennifer Ford on this and my fellow members. We're getting ready, and you'll hear a lot from Jennifer Ford later about this, but we're starting to already work on the 2026 Costa Rica Summit. And like I said, it's just always so much fun planning those activities. And so I'm going to be brief today. I want to thank you for your time and attention. Unfortunately, I won't be here for the duration of the meeting because I have a previously scheduled event that was scheduled long, long, long before this meeting. But I'm just so excited to have this opportunity to serve as your vice president. I'm always available. If you need me, I am receptive to emails, and I think we've been able to have chats eventually. But nonetheless, I'm always available. Again, if there's any questions, please let me know, and you'll have a great day.
Thank you, Miss Laura. Oops, sorry about that. Thank you, Miss Laura. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or issues, please go ahead and post your questions in the chat. Again, in this town hall meeting format, and I will take responsibility for that. It seemed like a great idea, but apparently guests don't have an open mic, and so we have to make sure that we post questions or comments in the chat, and I will see if we can make sure that they all get addressed in a timely fashion. All right, thank you, Madam Vice President. My section is
Thank you.
next. Yes, ma'am. My section
Bye.
is, let's see. All right, my section is next, I believe, as president. So I'll be giving a presidential report. All right. Can you guys see my screen? Jennifer? Huh? Okay, thank you. All right. So this is my president's report. Again, Laura had some previous commitments, and so I wanted to make sure that she had space to give her report. I'll do mine at this time. I wanted to start off with the vision, some of those things I mentioned in the welcome statement to improve our internal communications, and I'll elaborate on that in just a little bit. Emphasize project management programs. This is a big one to me. Again, we have a number of committees who are doing a lot of work. A lot of that work is interconnected. And so there is no committee that stands on its own. Every committee needs another committee in order to be successful. And in order to do that, we have to remain connected. I'll talk a little bit about some of the new initiatives that we are starting to maximize our brand. I'm excited about that. We're working on cultivating relationships with business leaders in the diving community. And again, my focus is on succession planning. So one of the first things that I did, and I'll stop sharing this, is to transition us to a program called Teams. Some of you may be familiar with it. Some of you may not be. But Teams is an organ or I guess an app that I came across in my previous travels, and it worked really, really, really well in terms of organizing the different facets of the company. And so what I did, if everybody can see the screen, is that I divided the entire organization into a team. So every committee has a team chat where the committee can chat with other people in that team. So the committee chairs as a collective have that, the social media committee, science and education committee, on down the line. And so each of these committees has a team. And if you are a part of that team, then you can see the entire chat with regards to everything that occurs within that chat. We also have a committee chair. So there's one for Next Gen, there's one for the executive board, et cetera. We also have what's called a planner board. And so this is the project management component. And so if I look at the committee chairs planner board, for example, then every committee.
You're not sharing. Sorry, I apologize.
Oops. Thought I was. Is that sharing, Jennifer?
No, now you gotta hit that little button in the corner.
Hit the button.
There you go.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
All right, we'll go back to the beginning since I screwed that one up. So I had mentioned that Microsoft Teams is an application that businesses, companies, organizations use to help organize the communication within the organization itself. Because NABS is a nonprofit, then we were actually able to get this program for free. So that is one of the reasons that we moved off from Zoom. Zoom is costing us about $1,300 a year so far, except for one license that I have. The Microsoft Teams program is free. And so I like that. One of the things that it does is that it allows us to communicate as an organization. So each of the committees has its own team. Social media has its own team, science and education, grant, nominations, all the way down. And so within each team, each committee is able to communicate about what's going on in that group. It also allows committees to communicate with one another. So one committee can communicate with another about getting done the work that it needs to get done. As mentioned earlier, each committee is connected to another committee or needs another committee in order to successfully complete what it needs to do. So meetings and events needs to communicate with AquaCorps. Science and education needs to communicate with meetings and events, and so on. And so this is the broad umbrella where all of those communications can take place. One of the other things that I like about Teams and an app that I use in particular is the planner board. This is our project management board. So each committee has responsibilities that it shares with the other committees. So when we meet once a month, then each of the committees will go over all of the activities or the pertinent activities that they need to share with the other chairs. And so I have a bucket for my category, anything that I need to share with the committee chairs as a collective, social media, AquaCorp, grant, meetings and events, SEC, et cetera. And so I like this because I can see what everybody is doing and everybody can post what they're doing for their respective committees. And so regarding project management, this is a critical component to me to see what everybody is doing and to keep up with the activities that everybody is doing. And so every month, every committee chair will update their portion on the community planner board, and then we will discuss it as we go to make sure that we are organized. Sure. And there's actually one other section, because I'm going to get to this a little bit later. I also created a team for the club presidents. And so I've asked for each of the club presidents to be a part of the NABS umbrella so that I can communicate with the club presidents, the committee chairs can communicate with the club presidents so that we stay more connected. In my previous experiences as president, I still felt a little disconnected from both the membership and the club presidents. My hope is that this platform will allow us to function as a collective. Sorry about not sharing that earlier. Sorry. Thank you for Jennifer for reminding me I need to click the little button. All right. All right, events and new initiatives. This year, at least up until this point, we did attend the 2026 President's Meeting in Houston. So I want to thank the Nubians of Houston for hosting that meeting. It was a very interactive and engaging opportunity for people to talk, listen, educate, learn, and engage. The most exciting part of it was the workshop portion, I think, where each group, we actually divided the entire group into subgroups. Each group was given 3 questions, 3 problems to solve that were both NABS related and club related, and they each came up with 3 separate answers. And so I like that format. It's one I think I'm going to use going forward. People had an opportunity to really think, plan, and strategize about solutions to some of the problems that we're continuing to deal with. We also attended Beneath the Sea, which is one of the trade shows, dive trade shows. This one was in New Jersey. I think we were well represented. I want to thank meetings and events and marketing in particular for making sure that our booth was together. We were very organized. We had a lot of traffic. People who stopped by wanted to chit chat about who we were and what we did. The new banners worked well. They were definitely attention getters and conversation starters. Even had one of the scuba diving industry folks want to do an interview with me, and I think with Jennifer Jones, because they had seen the activity and the attention that we were getting. And that's one of the things that I want to do, is to make sure that we are engaged. The One Level Up program, one of the things that I want to encourage all of our members is at some point in your tenure with us, at least this year and ongoing, is to level up just one level in some facet, some capacity. If you can't swim, learn how to swim. If you know how to swim, consider being a swimming instructor. If you can't dive, learn how to dive. If you're an advanced diver, then consider becoming a rescue diver. This is how we get better. This is how we improve. This is how we elevate not only ourselves, but our organizations as well. If you don't want to level up in an in-water event, if you don't know how to perform CPR, get CPR certified. We all know someone, parents, children, grandparents, nieces, nephews, that may at some point need our help. You see it all the time. Someone collapses in an airport. Someone collapses in a grocery store. Your ability to at least perform basic CPR can be life-saving. I see it all the time in the emergency department. People who have had some form of intervention, I think, have a higher chance of being resuscitated versus those who do not. So your leveling up doesn't have to necessarily be in the water. You can certainly level up by learning life-saving skills um, beyond just what you would do in the aquatic environment. So we have an entire campaign behind that. Thank you again, meetings and events and marketing. There are shirts. There are promotional components that we're attaching to that. I really want everybody in NABS, all of us, to go one level up in some capacity. The International Women's Dive Weekend. One of the things that I noticed is that when the diving community celebrates women in diving, they'll pick a weekend and they'll promote it. They'll promote it on a global scale. What I realized is that when they do promote it, I don't see anybody who looks like me. I don't see anybody who looks like the women that I see in NABS. And so instead of berating them for not including us, the decision was made that we'll do it ourselves. We'll do it ourselves. We have some of the most intelligent women on the planet within our organization, and we can do this internally. And so we talked and discussed with some of the meetings and events about producing this, and I'm very, very excited about what they've been able to do. I'll let them go into the details of it, but the intent is to continue to expand it. So it's not just about diving, it's about networking and it's about communicating. So if we're going to have all of these women under one umbrella, let's maximize that opportunity. You know, diving is fantastic, but what else can we do if they're all under one umbrella? We're also able to get the NABS online store functioning. Very excited about the materials, the content, the clothing, the items that are there. We encourage everybody to go there and support the organization. That's part of our branding. So having people walking around in the airport, in the store, in the swimming pools with NABS gear is part of the branding. That's how you continue to help us support what we're doing on a broader scale. Also revamp the youth committee to turn it from something more than just a once a year event where we do something for 1 week, but we're actually instituting an entire program. So at the Youth Summit this year, we will be having students learn to be open water divers, advanced divers, and rescue divers. One of the things that I learned about NABS is that we have a tremendous amount of resources. I don't know of another organization that boasts 80 plus dive professionals, especially those of color, under one umbrella. And so I want to make sure that we maximize that potential. Also had an opportunity to revamp the Next Gen Committee. This is something that I've been trying to get up and functioning for about 6 years now. Very, very, very pleased with the direction of our co-chairs and the enthusiasm that they're bringing to this committee. This is part of the succession planning. You know, the target is for those probably between 18 and 40, so that we capture those who are out of the youth category, so that we bring them under our umbrella. We bring them into the fold. We have to have someone who replaces us once we age out. If we don't focus on that, then when we do age out, then there will be a vacuum within the organization and we run the risk of it not being sustained. And so this committee has particular importance and significance to me. Business partnerships. If you've seen the last couple of Saturday scuba tips, you've seen that the CEO of DAN, Mr. Cliff Richardson, gave an outstanding presentation. The CEO and the inventor of the Avelo system, Mr. Aviat Kahana, also presented. And I think in June, we have the International Training Director for Ocean Reef, who will be presenting as well. I think he's the only person who can make someone an instructor trainer in the entire organization, which is fascinating. I want us to continue to expand our brand and our identity. A number of Dan has an identity. So when you think of Dan, you either think of research or you think of safety. And that's a good thing. They've worked very, very hard in cultivating that brand. I want to make sure that we do the same thing for NABS. Can everybody see my presentation? Jennifer?
I think Annette was having some she's back now. She put it in
Okay,
the chat
okay.
that she couldn't see. I think she's back now.
Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. My goal is that the diving community sees us in the same way that it sees other organizations on a national stage. So if someone mentions DWP, then you know exactly what DWP does. They have they have an outstanding identity. They have a strong brand. No one has any ambiguity about what they do. Same thing with Dan, same thing with Avello. So when people mention DWP, when people mention Dan, when people mention Avello, when people mention NAUI or PADI or SSI, I want them to be able to mention NABS on that same platform, on that same table, on that same level. And so I want us to continue to work on our identity. And part of that is partnering with other professionals in the diving industry to see if we can elevate our status and elevate our value. The path forward. I want to continue to expand the International Women's Dive Weekend. Right now it's a weekend. I would love to see it expand to a 4-day, 5-day, even 7-day program where we continue to have speakers in different fields and disciplines, whether it's health or business or law or politics, etc. If we have that many individuals under one umbrella, again, let's continue to maximize that opportunity. I want to continue to cultivate the youth program throughout the year so that it is more than just a 1-week event and then we don't see these kids for another year, or we just get a new group of kids and we are disconnected from the previous group. I want to remain connected to these kids. I want them to grow up in NABS. We're also planning on organizing the 2027 President's Meeting. The Underwater Venture Seekers in Washington, D.C. have been kind enough to host for 2027. I will continue to work both with the club president there and with the meeting's events chair to make that happen. I want to continue to explore opportunities at the NABS Summit. Again, we have a lot of people. I don't want to steal Jennifer's thunder on that. We have a lot of people showing up this year, which means that we have an opportunity to do more training, more education, more awareness. It's an outstanding opportunity. Eventually, it would be nice to get some of the other members of the diving community, the diving business community, into our summit to share and see who we are and collaborate with what we do. And I also want to collaborate with the club presidents to set the agenda for the year. So I actually have a meeting with them tomorrow where we will talk about how we're going to move forward about making sure that we remain engaged, figure out how we're going to help one another, and ultimately help the organization. So that is my president's report for 2026.
There's one comment in the chat by Willie
Yes.
Williams. He's talking about the scuba show in Atlantic City. That's an option to collaborate with.
You know, Willie, I've heard about that. As a matter of fact, I was talking to Cliff, the CEO of Dan, and I think that's something that they're exploring as well. I think any time, any opportunity that we have to increase our brand is a good thing. You know, we always have to weigh the cost, since we are a relatively small organization with a finite budget. We always have to weigh the risks versus the benefits. But I've heard good things about the Atlantic City show, or at least the potential for it. And so we will certainly look into that for next year. Questions, comments, concerns, or issues?
There's also a dive show in Baltimore. We need to check with Michael Davenport on that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
There we go. All right. I have like a million things on my screen right now.
Are there any more questions? Because Pam doesn't come on till 10 a.m. So we have just a few minutes.
Okay, I guess we do have a few more minutes. 9:45. Hey, I ended mine right on time.
Oh, she said she can't get on. Can you send Pam the link? I sent it to her twice. She can't get on.
Okay.
I don't know. Oh, she said she headed to work. Skip her.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go.
All right, Jennifer, you're up.
Or is it marketing next?
It is marketing.
Okay,
Is
let me do
Annette,
marketing.
is Annette available?
I mean, membership,
Yeah, Annette's doing membership. You're right, we did say marketing.
Gary will be presenting.
Gary said Annette's going to be presenting.
I thought, okay, no problems. Hold on.
Isn't that what you just told me, Gary?
Yes, that's what I thought.
That's what I thought
Exactly
too.
what I thought.
Because I saw Annette
All right.
earlier. Did she have problems getting on?
No, she's on.
She was having some difficulties.
I think she's on here. She said, I'll be back. She said, I'm back. She's back now.
Okay. She should have been. I don't see her on my list as a presenter. Is she? All right, Gary, we may have to have you do this, sir, because I
All
don't
right.
see her name.
Um,
Is she in the chat?
I
Okay, she
did
said
see her in
Gary.
the chat.
She in the chat, she said she'll be right back. Or she said I'm back now.
Well, she said Gary will be presenting.
Let's, where's the meeting? All right. Oh, I have to share my screen. That's what it is. It says sharing is paused. Okay.
All right. Try it one more time.
Okay. Stop sharing and share. You need to go back. I'm not sure why. Okay.
Oh,
Can you see
there
my
we go.
screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sorry about that. A little mix up there. Good morning, everyone. My name is Gary Sullivan, and I'm the co-chair to the NABS membership committee, which is composed of myself, Annette Myers, John Montgomery, and Margaret Godin. John and Margaret are brand new members to membership. So I'm just going to throw it out to everyone that just like every other committee, we're always looking for people to lend a hand, because there's enough work for everybody. All right. Membership committee. One of the things that we're going to be focusing on this year is member engagement. One of the things that we hear very often is people say they join the organization and then they don't hear from anybody. And we want to change that. We want to change that dynamic. You've heard a lot thus far about increasing communication. And I think that's very key to NABS success. We need to talk to one another and make sure that that conversation is a two-way action. Okay. When people join, we send out welcoming emails to these new members, and let them know that NABS is just one part of the puzzle. The other part would be getting involved with the local clubs if they happen to have one in their area. We also encourage people that if they don't have a local club in their area, that they round up some people and form a new one. So that's always an option on the table. Laura Rout talked about, working with clubs. Working with clubs and, getting them more engaged. So hopefully we'll be able to funnel people to these local clubs as they contact NABS and, join both organizations. We started something recently about sending out birthday greetings when people, part of the sign up, we asked for information about the members. And so we started sending out birthday greetings. That's something that's just started in May. So hopefully this will be another way of reminding people that we're here and that we're all part of the same family. In order to increase, get some ideas, because it's no one has a monopoly on ideas. So we're reaching out. We're going to be sending out surveys to new members and renewing members, asking for ideas, asking what their thoughts about NABS, finding out if they have any suggestions about things that we as an organization may not even be aware of. So stay tuned for that. One of our big time drains, if you will, is ongoing database cleanup. We have a lot of classifications of membership out there, and getting a handle on who's actually active is very important, so that we can know exactly where we're standing as far as membership numbers are concerned. So there is a continued effort to update and maintain accurate and complete membership. We ask the members that, when your contact information, don't forget to let us know so we can change your email or change your address so that we have current information. Because again, one of the complaints I hear is that, again, no one contacts us or no one's talking to me. So turns out that, oh, that's not my email address anymore. So we need your help in keeping that complete and accurate. As Anthony said, there is no committee that exists by itself. We all need to exist and provide assistance to each other. And that's a beautiful thing, having this cohesion between the committees all working towards one goal. So we're definitely involved with that. We're looking for strategies to increase membership, right? We have surprisingly, we have, we recently had, this year, we had a person from the Netherlands join us. So I'm not even, I haven't heard from the, I've reached out to them to find out how they even heard about us or what, what sparked their interest in joining, but I haven't heard back as of yet. But we're looking for anybody's, tons and tons of ideas of ways that we can increase membership. As Anthony said, we you have to be looking towards the future as people age out. We don't want, what happens to a lot of our clubs, people age out and the club stops functioning. So we don't want that to happen to the NABS organization. Okay. The other thing that we spend time with is membership resolution of issues. And there's a big range of issues, but we try to react quickly to them and respond so that we can have some kind of resolution very quickly for members, because we want this to be not a painful situation. We want it to be smooth, and things do happen. Like I said, people forget that they didn't update their records, so we don't have their current contact information. Simple things like that sometimes occur. All right. And my next slide, I have to, come on. All right. This slide is about numbers. Okay. This is the first quarter of this year, number of new members. As you can see, it's a map with the states in which we have received new members this year. Okay. And they encompass 20 states. And this particular program didn't include, I couldn't include the Netherlands, but I wanted to give them a shout out. And the total.
Gary, I can't see the, if you're showing a map, I can't see it.
Oh, you can't? Okay, hold on.
Sorry.
I am showing, at least I thought it was.
I still see the original PowerPoint slide.
Okay, hold on, let me stop. And let me share again.
That's it.
Got it?
Perfect. Yep.
Okay. All right. So again, this is for the first.
Gary, can you make it a little bigger? It's a little tiny on my side.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm the only one with old eyes on here. If not, that's okay. Keep going.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I'm not sure how to do that. Anyway, first quarter this year, new members, encompassing 20 states, across 20 states and the Netherlands, and a total of 57 new members. The other one, I guess I'm gonna have to stop this because, hold on. The other one. And are you seeing the renewing member?
No, sir.
No. Okay, hold on. Oh. That's not it.
Always
Mm.
challenging to find the right screen to share.
I tell you, it's wasn't. And Annette's so much better at this. That's why I thought she was going to be presenting. So, know your limits. So,
Understood. I just didn't see her
yeah.
in the presenters section.
Let's see, this is it. You're sharing a window, but it doesn't, nope. So sorry.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay. Now I want to share this. Yeah.
Okay. That's the map again.
Okay. Yeah. This is for renewing members.
Okay.
First one was new members. This is for renewing members for the first quarter. Okay.
Okay.
Again, total of 22 states, and thus far a total of 73 renewing members. I'm glad I got that out there because I worked hard on getting this together. So, but anyway,
well,
so we cover 22 states, and from sea to shining sea, as you can tell. So it's unfortunately, some of these locations do not have clubs in them. So anyone out there in any of those states that don't have a club, speak up, because we can definitely help you with that. All right. Stop sharing that. And now I'm going to go back to hopefully. This. Okay.
Outstanding, sir.
Yeah, I'm not sure why, but anyway, we'll come on.
Look, you're back at the PowerPoint.
Okay. Right. Okay. So, membership levels, we have divers, non-divers, student, and amongst that mix are lifetime member levels, but we're not offering lifetime right now, but that's all composed of, those are the groups that compose our total number of 600, about approximately 641 as of the end of April. No, end of March. No, it was April, sorry, as end of April. Payment methods, there are basically two types, your manual and automatic. I just want to let people know that if you sign up for automatic renewal, that's one less thing that you have to worry about. It makes it nice and easy, and you won't miss any of the fun. So that's something to consider.
So Gary, we have a question. Does the 641 include lifetime members?
Yes. Yes, it does.
We also have another question. Any new members from Ohio? Just a statement. Any new members from Ohio are more than welcome to join NABS as we share the same dive locations, quarries, and Great Lakes. So that's good to know.
Yes. It's a good selling point. Good.
Yes.
All right. So if you have any questions in the future, you can contact myself. There's a link there for if you need information on any of the regional clubs. If you need to pay your membership, that would be a link that you can use. And actually, as Anthony mentioned, the new NABS, not new NABS, but new and improved NABS store is now out there for your convenience. Get that NABS swag. Okay. All right. Any questions? Any other questions?
And I would highly encourage all of our members to pay their dues through Member Planet. It really does help with our accounting and our tracking. So it was set up as our primary source for people to join. So please join through Member Planet.
All right.
Appreciate that, Gary.
Sorry for the mix-up. We're marshaled on.
So Ruthie is asking, is there any way we can ask lifetime members to make an annual contribution? The short version of that is yes. There's
Yes.
never an opportunity where I think we would ever say no, no, no. For lifetime members, there are different ways to contribute, whether you want to contribute to the general fund, if you want to contribute to the youth program. We'll always find a need and a value for anything that you choose to contribute. So yes, is the short version.
On our website, there's a donate button that you can actually go and donate right into Member Planet. It's just right at the top. So feel free to go and do that.
All right. So our treasurer is next, Jennifer. Oh. All right. All right. Jennifer, who are you representing? Who are you representing, Jennifer? Marketing. All right. All right. So Miss Jennifer is going to present on behalf of the marketing committee.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Hold on one second. Let me get their PowerPoint up. Okay. Let me share. Uh-oh. Oops. Uh-oh.
That was a good question, Ruthie. A very good question. All right.
Can y'all see my screen yet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Hold on one second here. Okay. All right. Good afternoon. And today I'll be presenting on behalf of the NABS marketing team, D. Phillips. And the focus this year is to have visibility, unity, growth, and legacy. Marketing is more than the social media posts. It is about telling the NABS story. strengthening our clubs, and protecting our brand, and making sure that people know who we are and what we represent. I think that's what we kind of have fallen short of in the past, basically not telling our story and telling who we are as NABS. Let me put this in presenter mode. Hold on. I guess it don't matter. Okay. Hold on. Center view. Okay. That's probably better. Okay. Can y'all see it? Okay. Okay. So the mission of the marketing committee in 2026 is to promote NABS, protect the brand, support the clubs, and increase visibility nationally. I know these main goals is to have the clubs unite again, to learn to support each other and not feel like you are an individual entity, but that we are one unit. Okay. All right. So the 2026 marketing goals is to have brand awareness, which Dee and her team is Darnell Thomas, Dee Phillips, Justin Lovett, Jennifer Ford, and Pamela Henry are her team members. I want to introduce those real quick. Her marketing goal is to have brand awareness. And and there's one more. I do apologize. He just joined, and forgive me for not remembering the name. Um, Brand awareness, club promotion, community outreach, store promotion, fundraising visibility, and member engagement. The goal is simple. We want to make NABS more visible, more active, and more connected. Some completed projects that the committee has done is they have completed Beneath the Sea project. They had great paraphernalia there. They had the backgrounds, the visual aids, the bags to give out people. It was really very eye appealing. They also, the NABS store grand opening has opened. You can go in and purchase gear, your NABS swag. Every day something new is being added. We are, and she's taking suggestions on things that you kind of want to see in the store. Just email her. She's very easy to work with, easy to get along with. We've also developed a return policy for the store. That is on website. Before you make a purchase, you have to click and say you understand about this return policy, because that has been done. And the t-shirt design contest has been completed. It's a signature shirt for NABS. The winner has been, well, let me see. I asked who the winner was. Hold on one second. I don't, oh, you put it in normal view. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on one second. Let me ask her. I know who the winner is, but I want to make sure she want me to announce it. Just make sure. The next thing is the current projects. We also have several projects that are currently in progress. We are developing a consistent NABS elevated pitch. So basically, this is how we're going to promote NABS. So we're determining the lingo. Of course, you can ad lib and take away from it and things like that, but just a broad statement that everyone kind of says, like at Beneath the Sea, at Edema, and things like that. So we can all be like on the same page. We are working on a NABS printed calendar. So basically, each month we'll have a featured club or something featured that we can promote and sell for for profit. We're working on that. And at the summit, we're planning to have a NABS fashion show. It's kind of working on that. Increasing visibility for things like Giving Tuesday and Fidelity donations. Basically, what these projects are designed to do is improve branding, fundraising, and public awareness. We want to be a NABS billboard. When you see Coca-Cola, you know who Coca-Cola is. So that's how we want NABS to be. When you see NABS, you know who NABS is. So that is the goal of the marketing. Okay, let's see. Okay. So we're also doing like some club promotion campaigns. So kind of like do your club initials and then do like at NABS, like UAS at NABS, or Black Core Divers at NABS, UAS at NABS. So they kind of like it's your club, but also kind of like combining NABS in there so they can kind of see that we are connected. The purpose is to promote individual clubs while strengthening unity across the organization. We want the clubs to feel like they're proud of the identity of being to be identified with NABS. So that's why we're also promoting the national brand and also the local clubs. So that's one thing that marketing has proposed, that when you post, just put that and then at NABS. And basically the purpose of this is to promote clubs while strengthening NABS unity. That is the goal. So community outreach is just reaching out to different people like Black doctors, the Jack and Jill, Black engineers, Black realtors, Black attorneys, Black journalists, Divine Nine, and kind of reach out to them to kind of let them know who we are as well. Okay. Some social media strategy is we do like club spotlight posts. Members posted photos, do like some throwback history. If you buy something from the store, post your merchandise on that you're wearing while you're diving on the store and things like that to promote the store. We do like event countdowns, like the shirt, the signature shirt countdown was done. And also promote youth and water safety throughout our messages on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. NABS store promotion. We want to promote the merchandise, encourage members to post their photos, use NABS as the main character, like in our messaging. And we want to drive our traffic to our website, which is nabsdivers.org. We want to continue fundraising and donations, make things so we can support things like the Youth Summit, Next Gen, things like that. So we want to continue this fundraising and donation. We want to promote the Giving Tuesday promotion. We want to increase our visibility on Fidelity charitable, because a lot of people have money that they can just give away to charities every year. So NABS is now part of Fidelity. You can click on there and you can actually donate to NABS. And the main goal is to create a donation-focused campaign. Some signature events is the NABS Summit, the fashion show, t-shirt contest, the calendar project, and the club campaigns. In closing, marketing only works if everyone participates. We need clubs members to post, share, and purchase in our stores. Ask club members, it's right there, I'm sorry, to help tell a story. And I'm going now to stop sharing. I'm going to announce the winner for the shirt was, I wish I had a picture. The number 7 was the winner. They got the most votes. Thanks everyone that participated in the signature shirt nomination. Number 7 was the winner. Let me see if I can find the picture real quick to share. My apologies, I should have had it up. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see.
Jennifer, there are a couple of questions.
Okay.
One question while you're going. Many store items appear a little expensive, so I'm hopeful that NABS is receiving some resources from these purchases.
Yes, actually, we don't really set the prices. So Printify actually gets, okay, let's just say something's $25. Printify may get $13 or $14 of that, and the rest goes to NABS. So they preset it so NABS can get about 40 to 50% of the profit, and then Printify has to, of course, get they cut because they have to make the stuff for us. So yes, we have made since the store been open, NABS has made probably about $700. And that's a good guess. And it's only been open just for a couple of months, so I'm excited about that. And we got new things coming up. Let me share my screen one more time. I think I found the picture. Let's see. Okay, this is a shirt that won. Dive, Explore, Protect Together. It has the NABS logo, and in the back it has limitlessly.
It didn't show up, Jennifer.
Oh, let me try one more time. It went away. Okay. One more again. Oh, it's not coming through. It's like not letting me share. It's just rotating. Hold on one second. Like a bad connection or something. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Can you guys see now? Yeah, it won't stay up there. I don't know what's going on with it. It's weird. Oh, maybe now. Hold on. One more time. If it doesn't work this time, we'll move on. Okay. Are you able to see it? Yeah, it won't. It won't share. I don't know. We'll send out an email and we'll send out a put it on our social media. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Any more questions for marketing?
I think they were asking if we can put it in the picture in the chat.
Okay, I'll try. I don't know how to do. Look, I'm like, let me see. Okay, I'll try to do that while we move on.
I tried to do it, but I don't think I did it properly. All right. So we will move on to our treasurer's report. This is Janicia Archie. It's in the event group, Jennifer. I don't know how to move it over to where everyone can see it.
What do you mean?
I'm just going to do it this way.
Oh, D is on here. D, you have anything to add on marketing? Hey, D.
No, not at this time, but great job. I appreciate everyone participating in the NABS store. I'm excited about that. And to the winner is number 7. I apologize for my absence presenting, but I'm at another event. But congratulations, always still supporting NABS wherever I go. And Teresa's here as well, a NABS member. So we're representing NABS. But congratulations on the t-shirt design. It is number 7. I thought I posted it, but I'll try to find a picture. And we're gonna look good and represent NABS. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Dee. All right, Janicia, you ready? Janicia, you ready? Make you maybe on mute.
Okay. Hey, sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Let me just get myself pulled up here.
Okay.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Janicia Archie, the treasurer for NABS. And just my quick presentation here. So this is going to be the financial information from January to April, April 30th. And so this will encompass basically the first 4 months in our treasury. So today I'll just be walking through the current balances, the major revenue sources, key expenses, department performance, and just recommendations going forward. So as of the end of April, so we have approximately $98,000 in total assets in our Wells Fargo and our PayPal accounts. Specifically, we have just over $92,000 in Wells Fargo, and then just a little bit over $5,000 in PayPal. So this places the organization in financial stable position with strong liquidity available to support ongoing operations, events, youth initiatives, and summit related activities. So basically, from the first 4 months, we've generated approximately a little bit over $40,000 in total revenue. So the largest sources of income have come from membership revenue, youth-related revenue, donations, and also merchandise sales. So we really exploded with the merchandise sales of selling rash guards. I know marketing's done a huge job in getting kind of those out and dispersed, especially rash guards that were from last year's summit. We basically did another resale and basically got another huge boost. So that's kind of what you see there from the merchandise sales. And then with our store opening up in like March and April, that kind of just added to the boost. And then the youth committee donations, we ended up getting like almost over $7,000, and people just really just donating so that the kids could come to go to the youth summit in June. Okay, so the strongest positive indicators of our report is our membership revenue. Through April, the organization brought in over $14,000 from membership alone. Majority came from the full annual membership, then followed by student memberships, and then lastly the non-diver memberships, and then followed by the club memberships that pay their lump sum every year. So this shows that our membership support remains one of the organization's most reliable and stable revenue streams. So just looking at expenses, the organization spent approximately $42,900 just through April. Largest expenses were basically with the hotels, travel, meetings, Member Planet. So we had a lot of people go to like Beneath the Sea, that kind of thing. So basically covering the cost of people to get to certain places or to stay overnight in certain places to represent NABS. So at this point in the year, the organization is operating at a $2,000 net deficit. But it is important to keep in mind a significant portion of the current deficit is tied up in upfront summit and travel related expenses. So you're thinking about your team that's getting ready for the Costa Rica summit, ordering things ahead of time, putting in these huge deposits for banquet rooms and food and the gift bags we get and all that type of stuff. So keep that in mind when you're seeing our net position being at a $2,000. Let's see, anything else? So, and basically I just say that, so just to expect that once the summit and these other events, we have the Women's International Week, the Youth Summit, that kind of thing. When that happens, we'll have full collections and reimbursements, and then you will see our net profit from there. So several departments are performing really well. Membership has over $11,000 in positive net revenue. Promotions and social media also remain in the positive, and they have very low expenses. So that's really good for us. The youth committee also had strong performances, and they had the highest overall revenue, just kind of what I touched on with our huge donations that we got from them. So based on our financial analysis, the summit basically was going to reflect our largest negative balance, over $19,000. But kind of what I mentioned earlier, this is driven by having to give money up front to things. So hotels, travel expenses, registrations, all the different costs that go into that. So this is a category that I monitor the closest because the numbers are so high. But I do believe that more, with timing and the operational commitments, that this is a long-term financial stability for us. So. Just April, so just this past month, we've generated over $7,000 in revenue from expenses, and that totaled to be approximately $15,000. Largest expenses during April were hotels and travels. This is a heavy operational month, just because a lot of summit planning, women's weekend, youth summit, all this was kind of planned, and money was dispersed in this month. So that's why it looks so heavy. So just recommendations from the Treasury moving forward. I think we can improve our budget forecasting, which will help departments plan more effectively before major spending occurs. We can also work on strengthening payment collection timelines, which can reduce delays in related travel and vendor obligations. We can also be more vigilant at monitoring our travel and hotel expenses, because these are really the costs that are kind of driving us up a lot. And then also, of course, just maintaining transparency, consistent financial reporting, so that the members can understand exactly how the organization's funds are being allocated. So in closing, the organization is currently operating at a temporary deficit. The overall financial position remains stable with nearly $100,000 in available assets. Membership revenue remains strong. Youth programming is continuing to perform well, and the organization remains capable of supporting ongoing operations and future initiatives. Yep, and so that's my whole presentation. So thank you for your time.
All right, Ms. Janicia, thank you. We have a question in the chat. Are donations for youth, I guess, do the donations for youth pass through funds so that the money is not actually in our bank?
Are they pass-through funds?
Yeah. Are donations for youth pass through funds so that money is not actually in our bank?
With the youth summit, yeah, you could, yeah, I would say yes to that. Because essentially the $7,000 that were donated gave all 12 kids the opportunity to actually go to the summit because they all received a $500 scholarship. So yeah, you can essentially say that it not passed through the bank. It was basically given straight to the summit, youth summit.
Any other questions for the treasurer? Solid report. I appreciate that. Are the funds in the Wells Fargo and a high yield money market account?
No, they're not. And that's something I can look into. This is just I believe this is the account that we've had for years. So with me kind of being newer, I haven't had a chance to kind of look into elevating the account to high yields and different things like that. But that's something we can definitely look into.
Any other questions? Are we growing year over year?
Yes, we are currently. I don't have the percentages, but that's something I maybe could go back a few years and see. But I do, but from what I've been told, this is the highest that our account has been in some time.
Yeah, I would agree with that. When I came in 2020, we had maybe 40, but it's never hit anything this high. What are the platforms to pay?
Currently, we have PayPal, we have Square, if you want to pay with your credit card, um, and we have Zelle. So those are our three major ones right now. Looking into a couple of others like Ziffy. We do technically have a Venmo account as well. And it works just fine, but just trying to I have some issues with it because Venmo wants you to personally link it to like a personal person's account. So it kept basically it was using me as in my personal account as the as basically the account holder. So like when the next treasurer comes, I would be the person kind of stuck on that. So I'm actually in talks right now, emailing back and forth with the PayPal people because apparently PayPal owns Venmo, to try to figure out how we can get that separated moving forward. But we technically do have a Venmo and it does work.
Let's see. Dwayne, well, Ruthie said abandon Venmo. Dwayne said the rates are much higher versus the 0.03% with Wells Fargo savings account. Most money market accounts currently have a 3 to 4% annual yield.
Yeah, and the only way we're getting around that is the purchaser is basically paying the 3%.
All right, Brenda asks, can personal and club dues be paid through Zelle or Square? I'll answer that. Please have all dues go through Member Planet. It's become an accounting nightmare when people pay outside of Member Planet because it doesn't track. So when people send things through Zelle or Square, there's no descriptive component that tells us where the money came from. It just comes in as income. And remember, that's also how the membership committee, et cetera, knows that people have paid. So I realize it may be a little inconvenient for some folks, but I'm highly encouraging everybody to pay all of their dues through Member Planet. Questions. Boy, people have questions about the money. I like that. All righty. Thank you, Janice. I appreciate that. It's an outstanding report. Our next presenter is Meetings and Events and Social Media Chair, Mrs. Jennifer Ford.
All right. It's me.
That is you.
I know. It's early. Okay, let me get this slide up here. Oh, let me get rid of marketing here. Hold on a second. Okay. And I tried to share the winning pictures, and this chat will not support images. So
Yeah, I try to do it as well, and it just
that's why I kept blinking out, I think. Okay. Can you guys see?
yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just put it in slideshow, like play from the start.
Oh.
Yeah, there.
Oh,
Perfect.
okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes,
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jennifer Ford. In case anyone do not know who I am, I'm going to be presenting the social media and meetings and events reports for the 2026 spring meeting. Okay, just like a little what we're going to be talking about, our presentation menu. We're going to be talking about the summit updates, the women's dive weekend, women's international dive weekend, should put international in, programs and events, social media highlights, our digital growth, and our rally up raffle. But first, I just want to take one quick moment just to introduce the phenomenal team that I have, who is making behind the scenes grow and work. And I did forget one name on here, and I'm going to say her name. Special shout out to her. Of course, it's me, Laura Rout, Janicia Archie, Lonnie McGee, Ruth Hudo, Cortland Buzz, and Ruthie Browning. She works she does so much that, she helps me organize different things and stuff like that. So kudos to her. I call her for different things, suggestions, and this. she is my confidant that helps me do a lot of this stuff. And she's also helping with DEMA that's coming up in November, and we're organizing that. And upcoming events, International Weekend for 2027. She and I are also working on that. So she does. I know she has a lot on her plate, so I appreciate her a lot. So okay, today I'm just gonna briefly talk about the summit. Okay, it is October 17th through the 24th. We'll be going to Planet Hollywood in Gus I can't say that word. Costa Rica, Guanacaste. Diving slides are currently full. We have an active waiting list. So if someone drops out, then it comes first come, first serve. That person gets that slot. So if you still want to go to the summit and you can wait and see if a dive slot opens up, we have 110 divers. That's all they will let us have. At first they said 90, we begged for more. They said, okay, 110 is it. That's all you can have. So, but if someone drops out, that next person on the waiting list will get their slot. And right now we have 150 attendees coming to the summit with an additional wait list that to grow. We have about 15 on the wait list, waiting to get a room, waiting to see if they can get a dive slot. Matter of fact, I had like 4 more sign up just the other day. So it really, we have had a strong participation and so much excitement from the members that this has been probably one of the summits that it literally sold out in 24 hours. It was not expected at all. Every room was taken. And I didn't even have a room. Okay. So, because I didn't even like sit myself in. So we talked to the hotel. We got more rooms, and now we have a total of 89 rooms that the hotel has given us, and we have asked for more rooms. So we're waiting on them to see what they could do for that. Next one. Okay. Oh, hold on. I'm not there yet. So and we work very closely with Caradonna Adventures, and the dive shop will be Rocket Frog. And I just want to reiterate again that if you do sign up for the summit, there is a two-step process. You have to register. There's a link through JotForm. You register, put your name and t-shirt size, things like that. That has to be completed. That's how we keep up with who's registered, what size shirt, dietary restrictions, and things like that. Then once that comes through, we verify that you're a NABS member. And if you are a current NABS member, then you get a link to register for your room at Caradonna. If you skip the first step, then Caradonna is going to send you back to the first step, because that's how we keep up. Otherwise, you will not get a goodie bag. You won't get a rash guard. You won't get some of the phenomenal goodies that this team has come up with. So that's all about the summit. Make sure I'm missing anything on this slide. Okay. And I just want to take a quick moment again to recognize our social media committee. Of course, it's me, it's Cassandra Davis, Janisa Whitaker, Tyrone Knox, and Dee Phillips. And this team has helped promote events, create engagement campaigns, support communication efforts, and increase visibility for NABS programs and initiatives across multiple platforms. I am so grateful for this team. This has been one phenomenal team. If I look around, I'm like, oh my God, we should post that. And one of them have already posted. This is a phenomenal team. So social media and member engagement. This year, we continue supporting promotion campaigns for the summit, Saturday Scuba Tips, One Level Up, Women's Dive Weekend, and organizational announcements. One successful engagement initiative was the Why I Diving Challenge. And I want to take one moment to congratulate Michael Dawkins for being our winner. Oh, it was some close runs. Daria was close neck to neck to him, but he actually pulled through. And contact social media at nabsdive.org to receive your prize. Thank you all for who participated in this challenge. That's one of the things we try to do is have engagement from the people on Facebook and have these different challenges. Let's see. NABS Facebook community has grown to over 6,000 members with our digital outreach efforts. So we have over 6,000 on our Facebook group, which is phenomenal. Again, this is kind of programs we support: Saturday Scuba Tip, the Spring Business Meeting, the Youth and Next Gen programs, our national calendar, which is on our website. I'll talk more about that in just a second. And the cross-committee collaboration. Basically, when Next Gen posts something, or if the youth posts something, or it's something relevant, we try to do that cross-committee collaboration, because that gives us more people opportunity to see us. If UAS posts something, I try to repost UAS, because NABS has followers that UAS don't have. That gives UAS more people to see, or ADSC or Atlanta Rangers or whoever, and try to do the same thing for NABS, because ADSC or Atlanta Rangers may have followers that do not follow NABS, but if you post NABS stuff on your stuff, they can see NABS stuff. And so just have that mutual collaboration. We'll actually get more people to follow us, and more and our events to fill up, kind of like the summit did. So let me just take a moment to talk about our Women's International Dive Weekend. This will take place July 16th through the 19th. This is a collaboration between NABS and the Unicorns this year. Currently, we have 55, let me say that again, 55 Black women who are going down to Pompano Beach, Florida. And this is phenomenal. This was the vision that our president had. He was like, well, they always have international women, but I always see patty women. They're usually, not of the brown skin color. He said, I see, people, doing this. Most time it's just a day. He said, I want to make it a weekend. I don't want to make it more like a symposium where women go and die, but yet they get something out of it. So, guys, we have some phenomenal speakers coming. We have physicians coming, pharmacists coming, accountants coming. We have exercise, people how to get healthy for scuba diving. We're offering CPR. This is like not just a dive and go home day. This is like a whole weekend of knowledge, fun, and embracing each other, and just all women. We're trying to have we do have all women aquacore. We have all women doing everything. So this is going to be, we even have a woman photographer to take pictures of us on the water, on the surface, and things like that. We also have a photography workshop that you can enter and learn how to work your camera better, learn how to get better shots underneath the water. This is going to be a fun-filled weekend, and I can't wait. It's going to be phenomenal. And I again just want to thank all of the people who are volunteered to speak. They are giving the CPR free of charge. They're charging the people, but the person doing the CPR is not taking any money. It goes back to the club. People who are speaking, they are not charging. They are doing this free of charge, out of their pocket. And I just want to personally thank each and every one, because they don't have to do this. So we have 49 people coming to the conference. We still have people sign up every day. It's almost at the max. So if you want to get in on this phenomenal weekend, you better go ahead and sign up now, because we want to have just a few slots left. I just want to talk a little bit about some corresponding. Well, hold on. I think my slide is off here. Yeah. Oops. I'll go back to one. Some corresponding communication updates. Since I'm corresponding secretary, I just do this in there real quick. I have coordinated national communication efforts across NABS committees and members, managed member planet with email distributions, announcements, and organization updates, assisted with Teams meeting communication and virtual event reminders, supported summit registration updates, waitlist communication, and member outreach, continue improving communication flow between committees, clubs, and members. So if you have things to, I have also sent out things for SEC. At the summit, they're having swim class, a stroke class, oxygen provider course, CPR, things like that. Have sent emails out to members about that. The summit is going to be phenomenal. We have a lot of programs that's going to be offered this summer. We have a swim clinic also offered at the summit. All that stuff has been communicated to the membership, and that's basically what I do. So if you have anything that you want to get out there, send it to me. I don't really create the content for you, but I will send out what you send me. Unless it's like I see something like grammatically incorrect, obviously, but I usually don't really go through it and make sure everything is grammatically correct. So when you send it to me, make sure it's the final thing that you want all the members to see, and I'll appreciate that. Just going back real quick to the screen here, I do want to talk about our Level Up program that we are implementing. These are the shirts. You can get in pink or blue. They are unisex, but obviously I was looking, the pink runs a little bit smaller than the blue. I don't know why. It is a new challenge that we are offering. It starts today. So if you have purchased a 1 Level Up shirt, that means you have leveled up in any aspect of your diving. If you are a non-diver, you're now a swimmer. If you're a swimmer and you went to open water to advanced, et cetera, et cetera. If you don't know CPR, you learn CPR. That's leveling up. Anything that you have leveled up, you get a shirt. We are going to have a challenge, and you submit a photo or a video wearing your shirt and tell your story. The one with the most likes will get a prize. So I have my shirt, and I'm going to be talking about my challenge. So you know, I'll probably get the most likes, but that's okay. So I'm just playing. So and this right here just it promotes visibility and inspiration. It it makes unity in on Facebook, and also it's like a storyteller. It's like people telling their story. People have some phenomenal stories out there. How they was not a swimmer, now they can swim, and now they're a diver. You know, those are some phenomenal stories, and we need to capture those stories. And this is one way we're doing that by doing our Level Up program. So I'm really excited. This idea came from our president again. He is a visionary, I tell you, and the team makes his visions come true. So this is one he wanted. The shirts are available on membership. You just go in there and purchase, and we will send them out to you. Some people have already gotten the shirts. Um, we are waiting on another shipment to come in because it kind of ran out of some sizes. They should be here next week, and we'll get those shirts out. And this challenge is going to run for a while. And then when we get to the summit, we're going to take all those stories and all those videos. I'm going to make a slideshow, and we're going to present that throughout the summit. Hey, this one leveled up, and we're gonna make a big deal about it at the summit and celebrate all these success stories that people have actually done. Okay, so that's enough about that. So now let's talk about some digital growth and communication. So we've expanded our member engagement. We do like short form video promotions, like for the store. We do it for just different things, under the water and things like that. Website and member planet support. Our website, we are updating it every single day. That's where you can go to the store and buy and purchase your items. And Member Planet, also you can go and purchase rash guards that are not on the store. The website now has an AI feature on it, but you can ask it questions, and it will basically take you, like you say, oh, who is the safety officer? It'll say Cortland Butts, the safety officer, la la la, and this is how you would become, you know, part of his team, stuff like that. So it's pretty smart actually. So we also do like virtual event promotions, and we are definitely trying to improve our branding consistency. Additionally, we have the JotForm Summit app has been added as an app. You can download it to your homepage, and I would encourage anyone going to the summit to do this because that's how you get updates, waivers. And I know you're like, oh God, another app. I know, but I try my best not to feed it anything unless it's pertinent information. But during the summit, like the links on there for the photos, links on there for the WhatsApp, and things like that, are on there. Unless if you don't download the app, then you have to go into the app and see it. So I mean, I kind of like alerts. I know we already got a lot of stuff on our phone, but if you have any questions on how to do that, or I can definitely assist you on that. Just contact me afterwards. Okay, I'm almost done. Let's talk about our Facebook numbers, okay? So I just kind of went back to 2021. We had 4,500 members. 2022, we had 4,621 members.
Jennifer,
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I don't think your screen is changing. We're still on
Oh.
digital growth and communication.
Let me stop sharing and try it again.
I'm sorry, Willie had mentioned that, but I didn't see that in time.
Oh, okay. Let me try again. I think it's a bad internet or something.
It was doing well in the beginning.
Okay, let me try one more time. Okay, what about now?
Hang on, nothing's there yet. And Gary, I know what happened with Annette. I did not add her as a presenter, and so her name never showed up. So that was my fault. I apologize. I have
Yeah, it's
since learned
blinking
how to
out.
add
It's like,
people as presenter.
sorry. It won't let me share. but it's okay. I can just talk without it. This is just numbers. Let me see. Let me pull up so I can see the numbers. I'll try one more time. It's like blinking out again. Try one more time. I know I have a lot. Sorry, I had three to cover. Sorry, guys. I'm almost done.
You're doing fine. You're doing a lot of work. I appreciate it.
Okay, let me try.
Still nothing, Jim. It's a blank screen. You're on mute too. You're still on mute, Jennifer.
That's a lag. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. All right. So, no, hold on a second. Ooh. Okay. This is just some numbers for our Facebook group. In 2021, we had 4,500 members. 2022, 4,621 members. 2023, 5,200 members. And 2026, we have 6,038 members. So, in just breaking it down, from 2021 to 2022, we had a 2.7% increase. Okay, we increased to 121 members. In 2022 to 2023, we had an increase of 579 members, which was a 12.5% increase. From 2023 to 2026, we increased to 800 and we increased by 838 members, which was a 16.1% increase. So our overall growth, I can move your picture out the way so I can see this. Our overall growth from 2021 to 2026, we increased 1,538 members, which is an overall growth rate of 34.2%. That means that our NABS Facebook community has grown by more than one third since 2021. And I'm really excited about that. Keep inviting your friends, keep liking stuff, keep engaging. That's what's doing it, guys. You guys are doing it. I'm not doing anything. These numbers are just increasing. Facebook is basically self-sufficient now. People are engaging, talking, sharing pictures, talk about things, and that's what we want. So share your trips, share your photos, talk about things. When people ask questions, we have group experts on there. I added some more this morning. Answer these people's questions. If you know the answer, you got to answer them, because I've seen some things on there that's kind of, I don't think that's true. And that one of group experts come in and say, no, this is basically, how it should go or whatever. And we're also doing our June Spotlight Diver. So if you have someone that you want to recognize, send that information to the social media chair. Last March, it was Cortland Butts. Congratulations to Cortland, well deserved. And so we're looking for nominations now, because June will be here before you know it. Let's see. Some social media highlights. We're doing the summit promotions, countdown campaigns, the Wild Dive Challenge again. Michael Dawkins, congratulations again on that. We did the signature T-shirt voting promotion, and number 7 won that. And also our member Spotlight Diver. Wish I could see, but so some fundraising and Rally Up update. We have a Rally Up raffle that's supporting the 2026 NABS Summit and member engagement initiatives. We have promoted that through Facebook, Member Planet, social media. Basically, you get 10 chances for $50 and 30 chances for $100. The more money you spend, the more chances you get. And if you go into the summit, why not get your room paid for? It pays up to $1,899. If you stay 5 days, you'll only get like whatever that 5 days is. We're not going to give a difference in the money. So if a 5-day person wins, you'll get just that portion paid, and That's it. So we can't really get money back. And so if you're saying for the 7 days, so if you win your portion of the room, not diving, not upgrades, not anything additional, just the room, just the basic room, I think it's $18.99. If you upgrade to like Star or something like that, we're only gonna pay $18.99. We're not gonna pay for that upgraded room, just let you know. And this campaign basically increases summit visibility and fundraiser participation. We members, I'm encouraging all members who are going to the summit to go ahead and just do this. It's $50. You get, well, $100, you get 30 chances. That's a lot of chances for $100. That's only $3.33 per ticket, which we spend that on just simple things. Are there any questions? I'm done.
That was a lot.
Astonishing. I know. And that's condensed version. What's longer than that?
All right. So Miss Janita Griffin, aka Anoli, said that the International Women's Dive Weekend is so exciting. This event encouraged me to join NABS. So that was actually very impressive.
Yes, this is gonna be so. And Ruthie and I don't want to spill the beans, but we're really working on a new location for next year, and so I'm excited about it. We'll announce it at the women's retreat.
Ruthie said,
this is going to be a year event. So go ahead and mark your calendar. Oh yeah. Oh, and also the International Dive Calendar. I want to talk about it real quick. It's set up on our website. So all the presidents or whoever your representative is for your events, just go to our website and you look up. It says Dive Calendar. Click below it. It'll say submit your entry. I've already got UAS has submitted stuff. Nubians have submitted stuff. I can't call everybody's name, but and so it goes right onto the calendar. So you can go and you can subscribe to this calendar. And when it's updated, you'll be like, oh, the Nubians got a trip coming up in Curacao this day. So I encourage you guys, and that way it's going to prevent the Rangers and UAS going to the Philippines at the same time. Let's mesh that together. You guys, can get your trips together. And so I'm really excited about this. This has been in the working for a while, and we have it up and going. It works very well. The calendar, you look on there, kind of see. I say, hey, I want to dive this weekend. Just kind of see what people are doing. I'm excited about it. But if people don't submit their stuff, it's still just going to be a blank calendar. So encourage your club members, whoever their events person is, to go to the website and put their stuff on there. It's very simple. You can do multiple events at one time and boom, you're done.
and Jennifer's right about this dive calendar. She and I have been talking about this for 5 or 6 years. And so I do encourage the club presidents, please put your events there. We get a lot of traffic on the NABS website. And so it's a good place to promote and advertise what you're trying to do, so that when people figure out that they got a weekend off or some time off and want to know what's going on, we can send them directly to the calendar and directly to your events. So that is good. Ruthie said, please indicate whether classes are available to non-divers.
Oh, yes, Ruthie, thank you. I told you she got my back always, Ruthie. So we're having CPR classes, swim classes, oxygen provider course. Now, you do not have to be a diver to take these courses. They are open to divers and non-divers. I'm so excited about NABS. I'm telling you, we are on the expansion. We even trying now to get the mermaids, to teach you how to do, I don't know what it's called, mermaiding. I'm not sure what it's called, but they're going to be at the summit. So, and that's for divers, non-divers. Of course, you probably won't know how to swim if you're going to do the mermaid, but if you can't swim, go to the swim class and then come back to the mermaid class. It's just open to everyone. It's all, and last year at the summit, divers were taking the swim class to perfect their swimming. it's open to everybody. I mean, it's like we just embrace everyone. Whatever you have, whatever you want to work on, that's what we're here for, is to make each and every one of us better. So if you're not comfortable doing something, just say, hey, you know what? I just want some more work on that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Thank you, ma'am. Ruthie said, where is the shirt? I think that's may have been some of the shirts that you were showing earlier.
The rash guards, the one level up on Member Planet.
Okay.
So what you talking about, Ruthie? I wish everybody could talk.
I do too. We'll do it better next time. Ruthie
Okay.
said, wear your nabs and club swag. I get stopped all the time because of the colorful items I wear. And of course, the reaction is a surprise.
Yes, it's wow.
Okay. Noli said, I'm in the DC area. I need to check the calendar for the UAS meetings.
Now, one thing, the meetings, now we're not putting people personal meetings on the calendar because I don't want to get so convoluted that you can't find the dives. So the clubs are only sending me their events. Like UAS has the Crab Fest coming up September the 19th. Don't quote me on that. I have to go to the calendar a little, but it's in September, and that's on there. UAS is having a North dive in North. I'm just remember, I just can't remember seeing it on there, but stuff like that, things that are coming up.
Yeah, we want to keep the calendar streamlined. If every club put every club meeting on the calendar, it would be so overwhelming that people can't navigate through it safely. And maybe we can branch that off in some way at some point in the future. But I think the intent was to promote an event, diving event, Crab Fest event, something that you want people to attend and show up. So Ruthie said that UAS meets every second and fourth Saturday. And we have the UAS president, I think he was on earlier today. And I think that's it in terms of questions in the chat. Any other questions, comments, or concerns for meetings and events / social media? All right. All right. Our next presenter is going to be Mr. James Richardson, who is co-chair of the Next Generation Committee. Brother James, you're up.
Roger that. Can everyone hear me okay?
We can hear you, sir.
All right. So let's see. I'm going to attempt. I am wearing, since he was just talking about, I was running upstairs to grab it. I will say the pink version
It
is
looks
a little,
phenomenal.
is a little, a little skosh. Japanese for tight. But anyway.
No, it looks great.
It's a little tight, James.
It's
So
good.
For people to know.
Well, actually, this is what is it? An extra large?
Extra large, yeah.
So the ones in pink are cut tighter. So
okay,
if you want pink, go up in size.
Go up in size.
And you will be good to go. So
can we see the back?
You see the back? Okay, hold on. Let's see here.
There we go. That's that one level up. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the front.
All right. And you got me, Mr. President, right as I was running back downstairs. Might be a little not out of breath.
Crap.
So
hold on. Everybody else said they can't see it. I don't know why they can't see it because I got you highlighted.
Oh. Yes, something must be going on because
There's a glitch or something. I don't know.
There's something going on.
The presenters can see it, but I guess the audience can't see it.
That's not good because that means that they won't see my and in fact I have my iPad up just so I could see what is airing and it is not airing. So
I don't know.
There must be a glitch in the
no video. So for the audience members, can you see James?
Oh, okay, now
they
can see you now.
Yeah, they can now.
Well, show them the shirt.
Yeah, see it now. So here we go.
That's the front.
That's the front. The back.
That's the back. Keep pushing your
Limits.
skills. One level up. I love it. I
Yep.
love it. I love it. I love it.
All
I think
right.
we're gonna need hot pink for Tyrone, though.
You know.
I don't think that's pink enough for him.
No, it's not. So good morning, everyone. James Richardson here, co-chair. Unfortunately, you get me instead of Ashley, who was much more motivating. But she is actually doing what we do, right? She is out diving. She's at the Unicorns Family and Friends, and they're at Devil's Den, uh, getting some dives in and having a good time. So I'm going to share my screen, and hopefully this all works, because my first time sharing from
There you go.
oh, good. There was a delay, but it is working now. So give me one sec while I set this up. All right, it's looking like. So here we go. All right, so in this presentation, I'm going to talk about Next Gen 2026. You know, what is Next Gen, how you can support. I'll show you, you'll get to meet the team, and then we'll talk about some key initiatives. So did everyone hear that music by chance?
No, I didn't hear it.
Oh, that's okay. That's a shame. Because it was some funky music. But anyway, so here we go. So you know, what is Next Gen? So this is, you know, an initiative to build the bridge to the next generation of Black divers. Um, we have our mission there, you know, on the screen, and essentially, just give me one sec here while I make this a little bigger so I can see it. So ensuring the long-term sustainability of NABS by making, you know, intentionally kind of lowering some of those barriers to participate. We know about those barriers, and so we have some things in motion to help somewhat with that, developing leadership pipelines and then strengthening the connection. And why are we doing this? Well, 85% of NABS is over 40, right? And as everyone knows, not to beat a dead horse, you know, a lot of us are aging out, and so we have a lot of expertise within the organization. So we need to bring that next generation in. So we are targeting, you know, kind of 18 to 40, right? And so while that's our target population, it's not all about the age, right? We welcome all. You know, if you have kids or know people in that age range, you know, please, you know, share the link to join. And I'm going to drop this here. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Hold on one sec. Let me get back. 1 second. That's what I get for trying to actually drop something into the chat. So go back and share. Just give me 1 sec. All right. 1 second. I was trying to be.
We appreciate the attempt.
Yeah. Won't do that. Won't do that again.
A lot of learning on this call.
And won't do that again. Give me 1 sec here.
Wonder if we can make a shirt one level up that's pink enough for Tyrone.
Oh, yeah, good. That's funny. All right, so let me get back to sharing this. 1 sec. 1 second. There we go. Share. Okay, it's sharing that. That's not what I want to share. One sec. And it's shared. Okay, all right, here we go. I'll just go. All right, so here we are. All right, on to the next. So meet the team. You won't hear this, unfortunately. I don't know why, but we have Remus, social media. We have Adrian, Summit Connector. We have Sam, Huda, myself, and then of course Ashley, who's getting some dives in. Okay, so now I'd like to talk about the next gen HBCU partnerships. So what is this, right? Um, this is a pilot program that we're working on. We have been working on actually a scholarship for college students, right, to help lower the financial barrier to becoming a diver, right? This is through grants and educational support. This is something that we're going to do with start off with two colleges, one in Tennessee with Huda, and then we're going to start with Morgan State here sometime in the fall, right? So our goal is to ensure that cost is never a reason to stop diving. And if you'd like to volunteer as a mentor and to assist with this, please let us know. Essentially, this will help defray the cost of getting that certification, right? So we're talking, mask, fins, snorkel, some of those initial pieces of equipment to help fund some of the certification itself. But we're not doing this in a vacuum, right? We're doing this with some clubs that can assist and help with, and then we're going to be leaning on NABS as well, right? So we're talking aquacore. And so in a nutshell, just starting off, what do we get out of it, right? As NABS, part of this application process for the scholarship is we're looking for folks to document their process on social media, right? Everything from TikTok to Instagram and Facebook, to document this process, talk about the entire thing, promote it, and then, if possible, right, we're exploring it, but if possible, actually start an NABS potentially, right? This isn't etched in stone yet, but potentially start a NABS club on a campus, right? And so, if anything, we're going to get some new divers on college campuses. We're going to get the NABS brand promoted on social media feeds, and we're hoping that we can inspire some new, the next generation of divers. So then we have the Next Gen Youth Connection, timing, kind of November timeframe. Right now, there's 4 17-year-olds in this program, and we're looking for 100% conversion rate to NABS. All right. So what we're trying to do is to not lose them as they go from being in YES, but to make sure that they have mentors, kind of like a big brother, big sister program, and then come in to be NABS members. So that's our goal, is 100% membership. And then next gen membership welcome, right? Timing. This is ongoing. We want to be the first to say hello. So as soon as we find out that, hey, a new member has joined, we identify them. Of course, this is that target age range. Once again, people reach out to them via WhatsApp. They get into the WhatsApp chat via email. We get them plugged into events and social groups, make them feel like family from day one. In fact, we just held our first NABS WhatsApp huddle, and this was on Monday. So on Monday, we had about 15 folks on the call. We're hoping to grow this. We don't have a battle rhythm on how frequent we're going to do it yet, but we did take the time to kind of tell them what Next Gen was, and talk about those things. We plugged all the events that are actually going on. So we talked about the UAS Crab Feast. We talked about the Unicorns Family and Friends. In fact, some of the Next Gen members were actually heading there and talked about carpooling and things of that nature. So yeah, it was a lot of energy. And then rep the brand, right? So what does this mean? So official Next Gen merch is loading and is on the way. You see some of that stuff now. That was some of some early Next Gen things. I know we got together with the folks that were on the call and asked them, what do you want? What type of swag do you want? Do you want towels? Do you want shorts? And we got some initial ideas from talking with them, and we pushed those to Belinda. And so looking forward to seeing the Next Gen brand, right? And essentially what we want every time we are out, and diving, that we make sure that we have not only the Next Gen, Next Gen logo, Next Gen swag, NABS swag, club swag, that we then quickly do a quick turn and get those, get that branding on social media feeds, right? So it's just like what Jennifer was talking about, right? You go on a trip, you take the happy snaps, and you quickly get something out there so that people can share. And then let's get wet, right? Summer dive planning. We queried the group, and so we're trying to get out of the group chat. We're in the group chat, but the whole goal is to get out of the group chat and to go dive, right? And so we're looking for a weekend, just doing a cursory query of the group when we talked about, hey, 9-day diving trips versus weekend diving trips. And of course, there were a lot of folks on the call that were like, hey, I'd really like to do that weekend. And so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to plan it. I think we have a poll in the group chat on WhatsApp right now, and we're shooting for the West Palm area sometime in August, and then potentially some shore diving and some boat diving as well. So, yep. And then coming soon, right? Next Gen landing page. We're trying to build a dedicated landing page on the national site. Right now, there's a placeholder. That'll be the source of truth for all Next Gen links, events, merch. Of course, we'll still have that WhatsApp chat, and just trying to have a place so that folks can get out and go diving, right? Go diving, fellowship, and things of that nature. And let's see. So then next, how do you get on, plug into our social media? We currently have, Instagram, TikTok is coming in the future. So we'll be developing a strategy for TikTok, and then creators are wanted. So if you want to help out and join the Next Gen team, we would definitely, reach out to myself or Ashley, and we would definitely enjoy and welcome your help. And then of course you won't hear it, which is unfortunate, but just a so I love it. I like I said, Ashley, let me see, get here. That's the end. So I will stop sharing. And that concludes my presentation, unless I will open it up to questions. If you have any questions about Next Gen, you want to be a part of Next Gen, you want to assist, I can take those questions, or you can reach out to myself or Ashley in the future.
Outstanding. As a matter of fact, I'll take what James said a step further. It is my expectation that everybody here helps the Next Gen committee. Everybody. If you're not part of this movement, then you're not really a part of the long-term sustainability of the organization. You cannot be a part of NABS and not be a part of its future. So if they need your help, give it. If they request your presence, show up. Everybody should want to be a part of this organization. Very, very, very proud of the work that they're doing. Ruthie is asking, are you accepting equipment donations?
Yes, we will. We haven't talked about that yet, but I mean, that is we'll talk about that. We'll reach out to you, Ruthie. We haven't talked about that as a group yet, but once again, if we're helping to defray the cost, and we have gear and equipment, of course we have to talk about some of those other things, the logistics of, okay, where do we keep equipment? How do we do that? But I will not turn that down. So, but good, definitely questions that I'll have to bring up with the team, but we would not turn that away. I don't think any club would turn that away. So the answer would be yes. But
Be a beautiful thing. Love the merchandising, love the branding. Definitely would love to see the videos on social media. Uh, Bob Williams said that he has equipment he can donate. And so what I want to do is to funnel this dialogue between the next gen and everybody else. So you have their email addresses, you have their contact information. Reach out to them. Reach out to them. This is a priority for NABS. I'll put it that way. It's certainly a priority for me. It should be a priority for the entire organization, given that most of us are well past the next gen category. If you want to see NABS survive, then you have to be a part of this initiative. And I'm very, very grateful for James and Ashley for stepping up and not only accepting the responsibility, but being very, very proactive in this endeavor. It's not an easy thing. It takes time, effort, and energy, and a certain level of commitment to do what they've done, and they've put in the work. It's our job to make sure that we support that to the best of our ability. So I love it. Any other questions, comments for next gen? This is some powerful stuff. The board did approve their logo as a part of our branding. So my hope is that this is something that will continue until someone else decides to update the logo. Go to the store, get the paraphernalia, have people ask questions about it, have people see you wearing the shirt, wearing the hat, wearing the whatever, just so that they can become aware of what's going on and be a part of the movement that Next Gen is starting. So, outstanding work. Outstanding work.
A quick question.
Yes.
Do you guys have a presentation package that you use to approach colleges and universities with this
we
idea?
we yep we do have a pretty large like PDF brief packet, but we can work to tighten that up. Was this Gary?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, we can get something for that. I know we have something right now that's polished. We're doing some final tweaks to it, but we can definitely have that for you.
Yeah, I'd like to possibly approach Johnson C. Smith with that. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know I'm working with marketing and with Byron to start collecting video, unless you guys want to do that as well, James, so that we can start putting promotional packets together. So that as an organization, when we start to partner with Dan or partner with other business entities in the diving community, we can show them this. Everybody's talking about a next gen initiative. I don't know that people are doing it, and certainly not doing it to the degree that you guys are doing it. And so I really want to leverage our presence and our energy in this area. So Ruthie had made a comment, please contact Michael Cotman at Morgan State. He is a diver, a UAS member, and just introduced 2 students to diving last week.
Oh, they are already. Oh, Ruthie, I talked to Jay, and that's why Morgan State is one of our will be one of our pilots, and because of that relationship with Dr. Cotton, I mean, we've got a professor, a diver on campus. They were involved with the pilgrimage that from last week and this week. So, yep, thank you.
All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns, or issues? Outstanding. All right, looks like we are running ahead of schedule. Since I think most of the folks have
Pam says she's here.
spoken.
She can't get in.
Oh, can you send her the link from Facebook?
Okay.
Because it has the code in it.
Okay. Oh, 1 second. Let me get it. Something's going on. It's so slow. And I just want to make a quick correction on my part. The winner for Why I Died went back and calculated all the votes again. Darius Torres actually beat Michael Dawkins after I went back and recounted.